We're creating content because we're creating this website that's going to be the biggest website on ballroom dancing and dance sport in the world. You always want to focus on your strengths, get clients, get them results. This idea of an agency, it's actually possible.
Let me explain you kind of the serendipity of this happening. So this is a painting we got on our wall. So this is the office, this is the entrance there, and then there's another entrance there. And this is the painting that we have here. And kind of the serendipity of this happening is the owner hired this Indian guy with the name right there, Goido, and he painted this, and this is essentially the flower of life, and this is the highest form of consciousness. And how this essentially happened is we visited the home, but I haven't seen this for a reason or another. And then we got talking about like more deep stuff and things like that, and he showed me this, and I thought it's mind-blowing, the kind of the serendipity of that happening and having this kind of thing in this environment, right? So I'm really fortunate and really grateful that we have this one, and yeah, it's just a beautiful thing to have in our office.
By the way, I think we're at vlog 44 or 43, and this is getting really interesting. I mean, for me, the first 30 days were kind of just to warm up, but they're starting to get really interesting, and I really love them. So I'm gonna continue with these and making them even more awesome for you guys and for the people that are gonna watch them in the future. So
your courage and goodness and love will forever guide us along the way.
okay, so here's what we're doing. Essentially, right now, I'm gonna be recording some audio answers to from my editor. We're creating content because we're creating this website that's gonna be the biggest website on ballroom dancing and dance sport in the world, which is a passionate niche of mine because I've been a professional dancer for 9 years and so on and so forth. But the kind of the interesting thing is that the way we're doing it, it's really fascinating to me. And it works as follows. My editor gets ideas for articles. She sends questions to me. I record the audio version of the answers, and then I send them back to her, and she's gonna make them in articles. So I think that's a really powerful way to create content, and that's just what we're gonna do right now. So let's do it. The difference between ballroom dancing and ballroom dancing and dance sport is the same kind of thing. People call it differently. Is that I believe when you're a ballroom dancer, and I've been a professional ballroom dancer for nine and a half years, I think, of my life. The differences between this and any other activity is that this specific activity requires a lot more artistic edge, a lot more of a creative side of things, requires you to actually at the same time be able to be completely hard and be able to kick ass and work and grow and actually make a move 1,000 times, but at the same time it requires you to be emotional, and it grows your feelings, and it makes you understand how people react to you when you dance, and when you perform on a stage, it makes you understand social pressure, and it makes you like, it just gives you the full spectrum of emotions and situations that you can go through. And I think that's really, really powerful. And it's something that not a lot of sports give to you. Most sports just give you the physical stuff or just a little bit of the mental stuff. I just feel that this one, especially because it's a beauty sport, like you dance because you want it to be beautiful, you want it to be expressive. It just makes you in such a better person and transform you into a person that actually can express themselves unapologetically and all the other things that you really need in your life in order to actually be you and actually be a great person.
So here's what we're doing now here with my bro, and because we're using Scrum and we have this really interesting TV, we're essentially seeing, let me show you real closer. So we're seeing, these are, you probably cannot see that, but those are done tasks, and this is the to do and doing and roadblock columns. So people during the day take the tasks from there and put it to done, and I think it's really interesting. You can actually see the work every day, and it's pretty cool. And it's his work. He's the genius behind it.
Because of my genius, okay?
So I just think that's really cool. And we do this every night before people go. That we look at this and we kind of like check everything out, so that we make sure nobody's keeping anyone in place because they have not finished what they're doing. And it's a good way. It's a really good way for accountability. So do this if you can. If you can't, still do it.
The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action.
I like this head.
If you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, I think we have the biggest opportunity in the planet. This is the greatest period of our time for young people to go out and build stuff.